Here's what happened. Round 19 of the FIM Motocross World Championship, the Oriental Beauty Valley MXGP of China, MX2 Race 1 on this one-day format, and it was Lucas Kühnen who took his third foxhole shot of the campaign. Close behind him was Simon Langenfelder, and Liam Everts was tucked in there as well, and Carlos Racelis. Racelis then moved past the KTM man to move into third on around lap 3. But Liam Everts would soon find his way back past and regain that position a few laps later on lap 10. Kai de Wolf, the championship leader, didn't make the best start, but he was just hanging in the back there, just nice and consistent. He found his way past Racelis to move into fourth on lap 11, whilst Andrea Adamo started to find his groove in the second half of the race, eased up the inside of Rick Elzinga to move into sixth on lap 13. A lap later on his teammate Racelis to move into fifth. That was on lap 14. Kai de Wolf then eased past Liam Everts to move into third on the same lap at the end of lap 14. But all the while, Lucas Kühnen was up the front on his Nissan Husqvarna, leading the way. On the final lap, Mikkel Harup found his way past Adamo to take over fifth. But rounding out the final turn, Lucas Kühnen, an eventual winner by more than 5 seconds over Simon Langenfelder, Kai de Wolf, Everts and Harup, but Langenfelder got docked 5 points for passing on wave yellows. So the result then, after the infringement, saw a slight revamp in the positions, or the points actually. Otherwise, all okay. Kühnen, Langenfelder, de Wolf, Everts, Harup. MX2 Race 2, this time it was Racelis with the foxhole shot over on the left-hand side, in blue, in the red gloves. The number 47 with his second black of the campaign. Langenfelder was there in second, Kühnen third, Everts fourth, de Wolf fifth, but by the end of the next straight, things were shaken up a little bit as de Wolf went from fifth to fourth alongside his teammate. And then heading into turn 3, he also eased past Everts to move into that third position. Everts then came back at, Lucas Kühnen then came back at Everts, and then a lap or so later, the two came together. Everts went down hard. He needed medical assistance on the side of the track. He would not finish the race. Langenfelder, though, he was in second as the race leader fell. De Wolf was up the inside and took over the lead. A busy corner that time around on lap 13. Kühnen then found his way past Langenfelder and then went after his teammate. He was now leading the race, and that was a pass for the Grand Prix victory. As they crossed the line, it was a win for Lucas Kühnen. De Wolf was second, Langenfelder third, Harup and Adamo. And the overall classification, though, belonged to Lucas Kühnen. His 6th double race win, his 8th Grand Prix victory of the season. De Wolf second overall, third for Langenfelder, a 2-3 for him. At the top of the championship, De Wolf was 44 points clear heading into this weekend. Is now 36 heading into the final round in Spain. Langenfelder can no longer win the championship. He sits third. But a fantastic weekend for Lucas Kühnen, your overall Grand Prix winner. But Kai de Wolf maintains the red plate with a round to go.
The start was good, but I didn't get so good drive in the straight. So I got out 4, I think, and then yeah, I made a mistake. McLaren passed me, and then I couldn't find an opportunity to pass him. I was riding great, and then he crashed, and then I just said, now it's go, let's say, beast mode.
MXGP Race 1, 4 over from the inside of the box as we look down the gate. Number 91, Jeremy Seawer with the 6th foxhole shot of the campaign. Jorge Prado holding a nice tight line. Tim Geiser emerged in 5th. He had a 14-point lead going into this race until that happened, going into turn 2. A little too close to Glenn Koldenoff. He picked himself up and would rejoin the race. A bobble there for Seawer allowed Fernandez through. Prado was there in 4th. Koldenoff was in 5th. And then this move for 2nd, a sweep around the outside for the number 1 for Prado. Making that pass on Seawer. More drama here for Geiser. He tagged Bonacorsi on the way through. He was back down to 15th, but there were more woes for the red plate holder before the race was done. Romain Febvre was methodical. He picked his way past Jorge Prado to move into 2nd. That was on lap 8. He then went after Ruben Fernandez. to take over the lead on lap 11. And then Prado finally got himself into second with this move on his fellow countryman. Jeffrey Hurlings caught a fading Jeremy Seewer. That was for 5th. And then he went after the fast starting and very, very reliable Jan Panzer for 4th later on, as Geiser came out of the race briefly with a damaged foot peg from one of those 2 incidents. That was a massive turnaround in the top of the championship table. Hurlings then eventually got himself up into 3rd, but it was a race win for Romain Febvre by almost 6 seconds over Jorge Prado and Jeffrey Hurlings, his first win since Trentino round 4 when he won race 1. So Fevrier, race winner from Prado, Hurlings, Fernandez, Koldenhoff, Renault, Horgmo, Panzer, and rounding out the top 10 were Guadagnini and Seewer. Tim Geiser was 17th. Heading into race 2, we had a new championship leader by a very small margin, and it was Jorge Prado. But we had carnage through here we won't see, but it was Seewer, Renault, Guadagnini and Ferrato all fell as they hit the Foxhole shot line, all 4 riders coming together. But it was Jorge Prado with his 16th Foxhole shot of the campaign. Geiser was right there in 2nd, followed by Guillot, but Fernandez right back up the inside into 3rd immediately. Parked there in 5th was Fevre, Panzer, and then Hurlings eventually got his way going again. Fevre eventually passed the fading Fernandez, who was on course for a podium up until that moment. And that was for 3rd on lap 8. He and Hurlings were tied on points at that stage until Hurlings went by, and the Spaniard would be dumped off the podium as Hurlings went around the outside of Fernandez. That was for 4th on lap 10. But up front, the gap was about 3 seconds heading into the final lap, and Jorge Prado eventually crossed the line with his 16th race win of the campaign. The overall Grand Prix victory as well. His 10th of the season, his 48th career victory with a 2nd and a 1st. Fevre 2nd overall with a 1-3. Hurlings a 3-4 on the podium again. It was a hot, humid day here in Shanghai, but it's Prado who wins the Grand Prix in China and now takes over the championship lead. It was a 21-point swing this weekend. He started the day 14 points down. He goes to Spain the final round, 7 points clear. Hurlings now 41 adrift of 3rd place, in 3rd place. But a very tired and weary Jorge Prado, your winner here today.